Hello everyone, it's Michelle Pepper here. Hey, welcome to this week's class to go. Today we are going to be playing with the Night Divine bundle of stamp set and dies. So why don't we switch the view so you can actually see the products, and also that we can get started with making our two projects for this class. So if you didn't know, we have a new mini catalogue, September to December 2023. So that's just come out this month. And if you haven't got a copy of this catalogue and you don't have a Stampin' Up demonstrator, please make contact with me and I will have one delivered out to you. All right, so the products that we're playing with today is out of this catalogue on page 14, and it is it's a double page spread here. So there are a lot of products in this collection suite. It's called the Oh Holy Night suite collection. So it has all these products here, right? So the suite contains all these products here. So obviously you do not have to buy the whole collection, but if you wanted the whole collection, there's one convenient code here that you can use, and it's 162012, and you just put that in and that will give you everything that you see on this page, right? But you can obviously also buy them separately and individually. So you've got the Night Divine bundle, which is what we are playing with in this class to go. But we will also be using this, which is Stars at Night bundle, but we'll only be using the hybrid embossing folder, which is the folder and the dies, right? So we'll be using elements of that. We're going to be using, the adhesive backed star trinkets here as well. And you will also see this ribbon, Night of Navy and Gold, glittered ribbon featured in one of the cards. And then we have this shining brightly 12 by 12 specialty designer series paper. Now this is only one-sided. Usually our designer series paper come double-sided, but I believe these ones are only single-sided. I haven't played with it. I haven't used it for our class today, but don't you worry, we will be I'll surely be making some cards that will be using these as well. And then we have the paper, the Oh Holy Night Designer Series paper. So this week I have been making cards using this Night Divine bundle and sharing over at my social media and my blog about the projects that I have made. So normally what I do on Monday, okay, is I do the catalog thing. So I pick a card, so whichever bundle that I'm using, they're usually samples that the catalog has, and I would pick a card. So in this case there are quite a number to choose from, because there's also this page here as well. These two pages highlight the stamp bundles. But there are lots of examples that I could have chosen. But anyway, I have chosen this one. So this was can you see it right here? This was a catalog sample that I chose to do my case on, and so I shared that on Monday, and this is what I have come up with. So I've used the same kind of design here with the 3 stars, although this third one is kind of a little bit hidden. And also I didn't realize that they have flipped that around. Anyway, so I have chosen to use different. So when we say case, copy and selectively edit. So it's not that I don't like this card. I still really love this card, in the catalog sample. But a case is a way I wanted to show you guys how this is where we get ideas. Okay, so sometimes people ask, hey, where do you get your ideas from? How do you keep coming up with different card designs? Well, one very easy thing to do is to case the catalog. So the artisans have they're all super talented and they've made such amazing samples, and so we can just be inspired by them. And so you know, take a card that they've made that you quite like and see what you can do to change element of it to make it yours, to, you know, just to play around and just to see what works and what doesn't. And so that's kind of like what cases, you know, what copy and selectively editors. So we've got this where I've used gold distressed, and I've also used the color combo with quite different to that, right? I have used Blackberry Bliss and gold and a little bit of black and vanilla there, and also brought in these shimmer, silver and white shimmer ribbon, and I've ruched it up, so just kind of create some sort of texture and interest. So I think this is quite a traditional looking Christmas card with the nativity scene, and I've done it in gold just to keep in theme. And these are with the adhesive back. And for the inside, I've just got a nice golden shepherd there with the white sheep, and then the Lord is my shepherd. So the outside just says peace, and the Lord is my shepherd on the inside. So there you go. So that's our first card. That's the case. All right, so let me put that aside for now. Just put it over here. All right, and then the second card is fairly simple as well, just using that piece of paper that that comes in the designer series paper, and I've just used the want stamp. That's nice big word, which is he shall be called Wonderful Counselor, Mighty God, Everlasting Father, Prince of Peace. So again, another quite traditional Christmas card. And so yeah, these little critters, I mean animals, not critters, animals, sheep, donkey, and your ox, and yeah, so just kind of play around with that. And so there you go. So there's the first two cards that I've made. And so now let's get on with project number one, card number one that we are making in this class. So the class, I like to do these videos so you can see how I put the cards together. But what I also offer is that if you, so a class to go free, a free class to go pack. So, so these are the two cards we're making today, right? So you can also get these card kits free from me when you place an order with me this week. So for the orders that I place this week, these are the cards that you'll get. So each week when you place an order with me, you'll get free card kits from me. So, and I just tell you through the class what card kits you're getting. So this one here is the first one. Now I just want to point out this little gem here, which you may have missed because it's on page 34. So this part here, you can see brushed gold cards and envelopes. So these are amazing product. Like you've got 20 card bases and 20 envelopes, and in gold and white. So I really like this. So I just don't know if you know, it's easy to gloss over and miss that. And so but here you can see again the envelope also comes with texture and gold detailed on it, and so it's just quite a lovely cards and envelope set. So I just want to point that out so you don't miss it. Okay, so let's put that one aside. Now oh, actually let me just also tell you one of the things that I do when I get a new catalog is I actually go to the back, because that's where all the summary is. Okay, so for things like this, you know, so you want to know that you won't miss things. It's like all the papers that are featured in this mini catalog, you know, so they actually have a little summary here, and all the other stuff as well. And there you can see it again, the brush gold cards. All right, so it's nice catalog at a glance is what it's called. So all the stamp sets with bundles that are bundles are summarized in these pages here. Wait, let me just see where the start of it is. Here you go, bundle up and save. Okay, and then the ones with no bundles are set out here in alphabetical order. All right, so you can quickly have a glance, see all the new products in here, because sometimes we get distracted with all the samples and pictures and we can easily miss things. All right, and then if you move along, then there's dies, and then if you move along to the next page, you'll see the paper and the cards, yeah, the card sets and the punches, and then the accents and embellishments. So here's the black and vanilla check ribbon that I used for the first card that I showed on Monday, and then the adhesive black, yeah, so, and then this is the silver shimmer ribbon as well that I use. So yeah, just be sure, if you are unsure, always turn to the back pages, and yeah, make sure you don't miss out on anything. So here we go. So this is the card number 1. Isn't it amazing how with all these gold details that I didn't even have to do, right? So it's all done up for us. So I've left it blank just simply because I've just actually sent a card to a friend, and I've just basically written all of it as well as on the back of it. So so that's why sometimes I don't necessarily stamp something in the middle, because I might have to use up all the space to write. So with the kit, this is what comes in your kit, right? So all the die cuts I will do, and embossing. The only thing I can't do is the stamping, because that's just to be in compliance with Stampin' Up's policy. So yeah, so you know, like as I said before, this envelope is also detailed with some gold detail here and flat, so that's really wonderful. Now what do you get in this kit? Right, so you get the card base, the envelope, and I've already cut it out for you here, and this one cuts and emboss at the same time. So isn't that cool? So it's just kind of, so that's gonna go there. And I don't include the mini dimensionals, just because, you know, it's going to be a bit hard to just cut the amount that you want. But that is something you can easily order if you don't already have some. Yeah, so the way to get these card kits from me is you don't buy them, but you can place an order with me, and that will qualify you. So the order minimum amount is $40. So this is for New Zealand residents only as well, because again, in compliance with Stampin' Up's policy, we're not allowed to sell outside of our country, right? So, which is great, because this is how Stampin' Up protects us as demonstrators, so that yeah, people don't just buy from different markets because of whatever reason. So here we go. So there you go. So I've just got those dimensionals, so that's going to go on there. But before I do that, I'm going to play around with my placement as well, right? So I've got that. Now I've given you both gold, mixing up my colors there, and also the black. All right, so I have highlighted in mine Mary and Joseph and baby Jesus. So I wanted to do that, otherwise it's all going to be, I guess it's quite nice too with all gold. But I'm giving you both, so you have the option, right? You can choose what you're going to do. So I'm going to leave the black one intact, but I will need to cut this maybe there, just around about there, and also right about there. Right, so I've got that, and so now you've got additional Gold Shepherd and Wiseman that you can use for tags or another card, right? So there's always little extras that you get in the card kit. Now, and then we have the stars. Now this, I have pre-done it for you as well, so it just comes out from basic white, and I've just got I did a class on this last week that I use this. So it's the embossing folder, and it comes with the dies. Right, so you just put them in here like this. You slot them in, and then you put your cardstock on top. And I wanted only this star, so I could use a small piece of cardstock and just put it on there, put it over, and run it through the cut and emboss machine, and it comes out embossed and cut just like that. All right, so I've done that one, so that comes in, and that was just easy for me to yeah, just to put the gold trinket straight on there so that I know it's not going to go missing. Okay, all right, so let's put this away because we don't need this. Now where are we? So we've got these, and then we've got these to go, so just be careful when we work with this. And then lastly, the final thing that we need is the sentiment. So I can do the sentiment. I'll do that last maybe today, so for a change. Usually I do the sentiment first. All right, so let's put everything out. Now the first thing that needs to go on is the camel, but I also wanted to know where I'm going to put it. So I'm going to put this frame as oh gosh, it's as a guide where I'm going to put this, right? So I'm going to have them have the camel there like so. All right, so going to move that, then just going to pick that up a little bit and put glue down in the frame. Yep. Then put so he's going on straight without dimensional, right? And then maybe I should do some on the legs as well. You know, this glue is so good, you don't really need a lot of it, right? So yep, that's good. Just got a little thing, maybe one on the hoof here as well. Is that called a hoof? I don't know. Don't know my technical terms. Right. Okay, that might be too much. Then that one. So it can be a little bit fiddly, but hey, it's worth it, right? It's so cute. Okay, so this die set is so cool, right? You don't have to get both the stamp set and the dies, but if you can, it's a great idea. I think it's a great idea. I'm just looking for my container to put all my rubbish. It's like just all my pieces. So let's get this going. So yeah, so card kits are great, isn't it? Do you guys like getting card kits? I mean, I do them because I know it's so simple, so easy to have it, right? So that you can just get on with making the cards. And yeah, I understand that some of us, a lot of us are just a little bit pushed for time. And so anything that I can do to help make it easier for you to be creative and to... Oh, only a bit showing, whereas that one's got more showing. Oh well, that will do. Okay, so that's cool. And then we need this one. I'm also doing it in dimensionals. So let's see. One there. One there. So if you can see, it can be a bit more generous so we don't have sagging Holy Trinity here. Well, not Trinity, pardon me. What am I talking about? The Mary, Jesus and Joseph. Okay, just let me put these up. Now these ones are a little bit more narrow here on the top of the head here, so I might just see if I can, yeah, so I've got a little foam adhesive here, so I'm just going to make them smaller. or I could use the edges of these as well. Yeah, so I just need tiny amount. Oops. If I put too much, is it too big? Oh, it's kind of short. Maybe I put too much. It's too big. Let me put that one there. And make this smaller for the head of Mary. Yeah. Isn't that great that I have pre-done these for you? So you just have to put these little fiddly yeah, you didn't have to cut the things out. It's pre-done. I think that's too big again. Oh well. I kind of am defeating. Oh. Okay. Hopefully that'll be alright. So let's get these puppies. Stickers. Some people I've seen, they colour the backing so they can tell quickly when they still need to remove the backing sticker. Right. But I just kind of, it's just another step that I don't do. Alright, so that now will go under here. I think that's cool. I just want to make sure that this actually goes under the yellow. Okay, so there you go. And then finally we need this to go on there. Now, because we're playing with gold, I'm just going to be extra careful. I'm going to put it on here instead, so I don't handle that. I don't want any smudges on the gold. Alright, so just going to put it like that. Oh, sorry, I forgot to put, did I put one on the manger? The dimensional. Oh well. Know to do that when you're doing it. Okay, so here we go. So that's nice and easy. And that one is just a straight glue. No dimensionals because there's already a lot happening here. So let's see. I'm just going to go like that. Oops. So it's liquid glue. It does move a little bit. I'm going to go down a bit. Okay. There. Right, so we're nearly done. Now we just need to do the sentiment. And we are using Joy and Peace. Right. So where's my Joy and Peace? Now I'm going to heat emboss this. Actually, I've heat embossed in this one. No, actually this is not heat embossed. This is actually just crumb cake. So we can do that, can't we? Oh, actually no, I'll do the difference. I'll do the crumb cake. That one's done in crumb cake, and now I'm going to do one in Versamark ink. So do that here. Step on this. And did I not get this ready? Okay. Try and work a little bit quick with this. Comes in the golden powder. So just going to go like so. Alright. And then let's move that one. We still need the embossing and the Versamark for the second part as well. So it's going to be a bit loud, so excuse me. I'm just going to try. So I'm going to heat this up. really quickly. And then I'm just going to heat it from under. Right, so you can see it's all nice. Oh, was I out of the frame? Pardon me. So here we go. I don't know if you can tell, but that's the... It's a bit funny with the lighting, isn't it? Here we go. We've got... That's the shiny, and that's the non-shiny. That's crumb cake, and then that's gold. So it's pretty. Alright, then we just need to fussy cut it. You can just leave it straight and just cut a rectangle if you prefer. That's no big deal. Or you can fussy cut it like I'm doing now. I'm going to move that out of the way. Yep. What have I done there? Yeah, just left it big as well. Oops, sorry. Disappeared on you. Right, and so here we go. That's done, and then that will then just go directly on here. Okay, down a little bit. So we're just going to do the glue thing, liquid glue. Oopsie. And that's really all that needs to be done. I don't think I put here dimensional, so, and there you go. So that is right. So that's card number 1, and you have little extra bits like those, and also so that's your first card, which is a real cool, nice and traditional kind of Christmas card. Right, hope you enjoy that, and so we're going to put that one away. So let's go for card number 2, which I will bring in. Is that one. What do I do with it? Right here. This is card number 2. It's a really nice, simple design. I really like this template when you have amazing cards. Sorry, that was the when you have an amazing paper, like such as these ones. And there's not really much that you need to do because Stampin' Up has already done most of the work for you. And this nice simple template design, just a rectangle piece in the middle here. If you can, there's a moth. Ah, shoo, 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 shoo. It's like, oops, I think I might have killed it. It was like, oh goodness. Anyway, so you've got this. So the inside, I haven't actually glued that on, but I will do that off camera. But I will run through our one first. So let's do that one there. I won't need this, I think. So the kit comes in like this. You've got your ribbon, and then the envelope. Oh, the envelope is yeah, I'm just going to leave that actually. Right, you can actually, if you have extra paper, you can, you know, decorate it with the designer series paper on there, or you can also emboss it. Like I did with last week's class, but I'm not going to do it today just because I'm trying to get on with this. Now, does it matter which way this goes? I think I'm just going to leave it like that. Alright, so you've got your standard card base here in Blueberry Bushel. And then this is the DSP, and it's cut at using metric system here, 10.1 centimeter across instead of, because the normal standard base is 10.5, so just minus 0.4, so 10.1. And then this here, this length is 14.8, so minus 4 is 14.4, minus 0.4 rather. Okay, so that's a standard, that's one way you can cut your paper. And some people like a bigger border and some people like a smaller border, and sometimes it calls for different, you know, so you just get different look. Oops, I can probably go down a little bit more. Yep. Alright, so happy with that. I'm just going to do that. And that's it, right? So that's just the there, and then with let's just finish the top. And then we've got this little piece here in copper clay. I think these colors go so well together. So I have this one here in the red ribbon, so I can show you the difference, like with the blue ribbon on here. Also because this is a lighter paper than that one, so this dark blue kind of seemed to be quite lost in there. So I have put the darker blue on the lighter blue paper and the red on the darker blue paper. Hopefully that makes sense. Now, so we just need to emboss this. So we're going to be using the same, because I really like that big statement. Right, so let's grab this and just kind of make sure that it's straight on. Right, and then should probably use the embossing buddy. I think I need a new one because these might be a bit dry. I don't know, might be old and doesn't work as well anymore. But here we go, we'll just attempt at that. And then let's go, because it's much bigger than the ink pad, so I go upside down, right? I bring the pad to the stamp. Alright. Then now we're going to stamp it on. You can't really see, can you? Because of the color. Let me just bring that in. There, maybe that's easy, that's better. Alright, so we're just going to go down here. So I've given you a bigger piece of paper, a cardstock, than is actually needed. But you'll see why, because when we go to do our embossing, we need something to hold on to, right? We need some gap. Now I'm going to need the white embossing powder. So before we used the gold embossing powder, but now see, I've got room there where I can pick up the card. Right, and I'm just going to go without smudging my thing. Oh, I've put it quite low, but that should be fine. All good. Then more extra paper shall be seen. Let's see if I can get more on the R. No, it's because I didn't stamp it well. Oh well. We're happy with that. Okay, and then same thing. I'm just going to heat this up. It's slightly crooked. I don't know if you can tell. All right. Ooh, just love the magic of embossing, don't you? Never grow old. Never grow tired of this. I'm going for a little bit of a rustic look here. Okay, because this part here is not embossed. But I'm okay with that one. So now we just need to, now we've got this little guillotine thing, which we don't sell them anymore, but it was available for sale for a little while there, and it's so handy to have. So yeah, so because of the bottom there, I didn't have a lot of room, so at the top now. And then let's see if I can make this look straighter. Maybe not. Have I made a mess of this? Okay. Whoops, what was that? Okay. And then this as well. See if we can make it nice. Alright. I think that should be good. This side. Chuck that one out. Don't need this. And now that just needs to go there. Oh look, it's smaller piece now. So you see more of that paper, which is fine. And then, so there is kind of like a right side and a wrong side with this, I don't know, can you tell? There's more glitter here. And so there's, yeah, that's the underside. So we're doing a zigzag pattern, right? And then just going to go, actually I want to do it on here. Now this one I like to use instead of the liquid glue, because I want, liquid glue gives a bit of a leeway, right? So if you don't put things on properly, yeah. Oops, gotta move these. Alright, so whereas with the ribbon I want it to go straight on, like really well. How do I want this? Just going to, oops. How are we doing? I'm just gonna grab that. Alright. And then I can just put that there. Did I put it on dimensional? I believe I did. Okay, so I'm just gonna do it like that. So with dimensionals, what did I do with my dimensionals? Well, I used it before, didn't I? Whoa. I can't see it. Oh dear. How strange. Where are my dimensionals? What did I do with it? How odd. Wasn't my figment of imagination, guys, right? Because you saw me doing it. We used it on this video. Let's just pull out another thing, then it will turn up, I'm sure. Does this happen to you? Think just go walkabouts in the middle of you crafting. Alright, so move that out. Right, so now I'm just going to make sure that I have it's just so funny how that happens. Alright, so let's get this out. So these are the black ones. They're quite cool. I'm just removing the stickers. But look at that, these are the black ones, so you can definitely tell if you have removed it. Now just making sure that you are not going to do upside down, which has happened before. So always open it just to see that I'm in the right spot. And yeah, so happy with that. And then you have these maybe, yeah, happy with that. Alright, then the inside last bit. This one I might actually bring in the very best occasions. There's some cool Christmassy sentiment here, like with a little more sparkle and a little less stress. Let's make this Christmas the very best, which I can use for Christmas. I can also use may you enjoy the warmth of family this season. But I think I'll do this one. May your days be happy, your heart be light, your Christmas merry, and the New Year bright. Yep, that looks good. So which one is it? May your... Is it this one? No, that's the other one. Sometimes it takes a... Yep, it's this one here. Question is, what color will I do it in? I think I will do this in navy blue or blueberry bushel. Blueberry bushel is the card base, so maybe I will stick with blueberry bushel. But really, I think Night of Navy will work just as well. So here we go, nice stamped, and I'll put it kind of in the middle here. Hopefully it's straight enough. Oh, lovely. So there you go. And then, oh look, I've got a little round, so I must have used this for something else. Right. Don't you just love our glue? You don't need much of it at all. And there, I've done our 2 cards. So just move that out the way for now because I haven't stamped it and it keeps getting in the way. So yeah, there you go. You've got the dark blue ribbon and the red. Quite a contrast, but the colors I think works really well together, and with a little bit of gold sequins as well. And it's such a beautiful DSP that you don't need to do much really. So these first card, and this is our second. That's our second card, sorry, and this was our first card. So there you go. So we've got those two, and that's what you get. You'll get 2 card kits for this design and 2 card kits for this design, one of each. You know, make sure you get a blue one and a red one ribbon. And so yeah, all these are available to you, for you, when you purchase, you make an order with me this week. These are the card kits that you'll be getting. So thank you again for joining me, and I hope you enjoy the class, and you yes, that you have fun putting the card kits together if you choose to get that. Thank you very much for watching. I'll see you next week. Bye.